Alright, hello. It's my fifth time I'm recording this. I made some mistakes. So, I'll explain to you the principle of dynamic delay. Dynamic delay is you can add delay without restarting your stream or removing the delay without restarting your stream. How this works is we use two OBSs. Since you're using two OBSs, you're gonna use more resources, which makes a dual PC setup really beneficial. I have an i7 8700K and I sometimes had some issues with performance. So it will be better. What do we do is we have one OBS for recording, which I already have open over here. And then you have a second OBS for streaming whatever you're pushing through Twitch, YouTube, whatever site you're streaming to. So there are some problems which can occur when you're using a double OBS setup, and the most prominent one is with webcam. An application can only use, only one application can use a webcam. That's why either you have to plug in two webcams, which are right next to each other, and you have to display them on the same spot as you do on your scene. So they are right on top of each other. And you have to enable one on one OBS and enable the other on the other OBS. This might be a little bit tedious. What is another solution when you have only when you have one webcam? And I think it's also easier is the use of split cam. Split cam, what it does, it takes your webcam feeds, and then other programs as many as want can take a feed of it and use it. It keeps the same resolution, and it also, I think, seems to keep the same frames per second. So, when this is entered, the other difference is changing the scenes. Normally, if you don't change scenes a lot, so I mean, wants to go in game and wants to go like a screen outside of your games, two switches, that ain't really a problem. But if you're like constantly switching, it'll be tedious, and then you have to find your own solution to it. But that's not how it works right now. So I'll explain the principle. You start recording on your recording OBS. In the bottom you can see how long you've been recording, and you start your second OBS, which will happen when you launch anyway, and that will be the delay of your the delay you will be entering. If you want it to be 2 minutes, you wait 2 minutes. Okay, you have to wait a little bit, but that's only in the beginning of the stream, then you can keep on streaming. So I'll take 30 seconds since I have a screen in between, which takes about 30 seconds. Right now, this is my streaming OBS. I'll disable this one so it looks a little bit less cluttered. First of all, let's start this timer. So I'll give you a first showcase of what it can do. So this is my in-game screen. Okay, right now it shows just my desktop, but normally your game is displayed on this one. Yeah, of course, now it's the same. So I'll wait a little bit. You can see the timer over here. I'm live chatting with my viewers, whatever, and I see, okay guys, I'm going in game. I'm gonna add my delay. Alright, see you soon. Now you see on the left side, it has a little, yeah, it's a stupid clip of myself, but you can add like a little loading screen, transition screen. It's just a screen which takes 30 seconds, and then you can see right now I'm nearing the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the viewers will be back to what is happening, but as you can see, it's 30 seconds behind of what is happening now. You can see everything is happening over there. So the viewer sees the same thing, but 30 seconds behind. Same thing. If you want to go away, you wait until you see on your streaming screen when the game is done. Then you say, okay, changing back to the live scene. Yep. Hello, I'm back again. That's actually how it works. Pretty easy, not that hard. So, then you have to enable again your sounds, which I will come through soon. So first things first, let's go to the recording settings. You have to do some things. First in output, you choose what quality you want, what encoder you want to use, whether you want to use double CPU encoding, one GPU, one CPU encoding, you can choose here. Then in advanced, the file, you will have to give a constant name because this is a name which will be used in the scene of your delay. Override the file exists, so you don't need to delete it every time. Alright, that's actually all the settings you have to do for the recording. Now, let's make an extra scene where it is used. What do you have to do to set it up? So, of course, the rest of your scenes will be the same because your recording OBS will use those scenes. Then on the streaming OBS, let's add a new scene. Delay scene 2. What do we need to do? We need to add a VLC video source, which will be the source of your recording. Delay bits 2. Very important over here. Always play even when not visible. This will make it start when your stream is starting, but since you're started 30 seconds late, it has a 30-second delay. And when you're using your live scenes, it will continue playing so it doesn't stop or restarts. Now add the recording, so you gotta create one short, but then it's okay. Delay recording, okay. Now you can see it's over here. This is when I started it. Right now it's from when I started the recording. Now when you switch to it, so I go to the live scene, so it still keeps going. When I go back, you see, in case I would be sent 30 seconds back. So what do we want to do to not let the viewers watch the same 30 seconds again? We'll add a little transition video. Do whatever you want, be it an image, be it an ad, which will be pretty stupid, but what? Add a media source. Media source 2 is good. Browse. There's my transition video where I'm doing just a silly waiting. And don't forget, hide source when playback ends. Over here. Also, don't use this one because this might cause it to open later. So hide source when playback ends. This means when the little 30-second scene is over, it will hide itself and you will see, you will continue watching from the moment you left off. So now you can see it starts playing. I apologize. It will start playing. Behind it is the delay scene. So normally you take it to your screen and after the 30 seconds, it will disappear. It will hide itself, which we're gonna be waiting a little bit for now. Here I'm counting. Gone. And this is when I'm about to push it back on. Alright, so what do you need to do when you switch to the scene? That was actually the only thing. When you switch to the scene, you have to disable your sounds on this OBS due to the people you don't want them to hear sounds over it which aren't. So I disable my desktop audio, microphone, I go to the delay. Since everything I speak through my microphone is recorded, this delay bit will also bring it together with the desktop audio as you can see here. Now this media source is the little elevator music I used on the transition sounds. So it will play and you do you keep streaming, you keep gaming, everything will be recorded and 30 seconds later it will be pushed to your streaming site. When you're done, go back to your live scene, enable your microphone, your desktop audio. Hey guys, I'm back. And you're done. That's it. Okay, I hope it was kind of useful. I'm really sorry I had to use this microphone of this headset. I know it wasn't good, but my good microphone died. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you have any ideas how to improve things, I didn't try to go through everything for hours. I came up with the idea, I gave it to a streamer, he uses it already for a couple of months. But I didn't touch it a lot. So if you have any ideas to how to improve it, feel free to show. If you have any questions, ask. That's all I have to say. Big thank you.